Some people don't know about boundaries and talk really close to you with bad breath, but those who do have a leg up when it comes to using boundaries in regular expressions. Boundaries are unique in that they don't return a match whenever you use them. They verify you're at a certain position while matching instead. Whitespaces, on the other hand, are not a vain attempt to revive the KKK. No. They're the character that's typed whenever you press, well, the spacebar. There are a couple of other spaces grouped with white spaces in regex, such as the space created when you press the tab key or the enter key. Bet you didn't know you could match those, huh? I'm Victor, by the way, and I've been using regular expressions for a couple of years now, so I'd like to show you how to match boundaries and white spaces. The first of three boundaries you should know is the carriage boundary. Caret here refers to the symbol usually found on the number 6 on the keyboard and not the vegetable. The caret boundary says, verify I'm at the very beginning of the text before matching anything. Since regular expressions are used on strings, the very beginning is just after the opening double quote before any characters. We've enabled the option to get matches on multiple lines. This boundary also verifies you're at the very beginning of each new line before matching anything else. For example, this sentence has the word apple in 2 places, so if you wanted to match only the one at the beginning, you'd first place a carriage at the start of the regex pattern followed by the word apple. This says, verify I'm at the very beginning of the text, then match the word apple. So only the first apple meets the criteria. The second boundary is the $ boundary. Everybody likes dollars, right? There aren't that many in my pocket, but you'll encounter them often in regular expressions. The $ boundary says, verify I'm at the very end of the text, and is normally placed at the end of the regex pattern to ensure the matches come at the end of the text. If you remove the caret from the earlier regex pattern and place a $ at the end, you'll only match the last apple because the pattern now says, match the word apple and then verify I'm at the very end of the text. Like the caret boundary, if the multi-line option is enabled, the $ boundary verifies you at the very end of each new line. The third boundary you should know is the word boundary, represented by a backslash and lowercase b. This says, verify I'm at the beginning or end of a word. A word in this case could be a group of letters, a group of numbers, or a mix of both. Let's say you want to match the word cat in the following sentence. If you use a regex pattern with just the word cat in it, you'll also get a match for the cat in catastrophe. To fix this, you can surround the word cat in the pattern with word boundaries. This now says, make sure I'm at the beginning of a word, match the word cat, and then make sure I'm at the end of a word. With this change, you'll now only match the word cat when it's on its own instead of part of a larger word. Alternatively, you could also verify you're between 2 word characters or 2 spaces by using a non-word boundary represented by a backslash and uppercase B. For example, if you only wanted to match the cat in catastrophe, you'd replace the second word boundary in the regex pattern with a non-word boundary. This pattern now says, make sure I'm at the beginning of a word, match the word cat, and then make sure I'm in between word characters. Moving on to white spaces, you can match a white space by adding a space in your regex pattern, though a more common approach is to use the backslash and lowercase s. The backslash and lowercase s matches a white space in addition to tab spaces, the space created when you press the enter key, and a couple of others you don't encounter often, like a vertical tab, form feed, etc. I'll leave a link to a RegEx cheat sheet in the description below if you want to know more about the various spaces you can match. A good way to visualize all this is to use an online regex tester like Regex101.com. I'm not sponsored by them, but it's a tool that's helped me before, so I thought I'd put it on your radar. It's free to use and highlights your matches in real time as you're creating your regex pattern, along with a short explanation of what got matched and why. There's also no sign up required, so give it a try if you think it'll help you out. Since you don't get any matches while using boundaries and it's not that easy to visualize matched white spaces when they're logged to the console, I'll just let the rest of the examples on Regex101 play out. Awesome. Quick recap of everything before I let you go. Boundaries are used to verify you're at a certain position while matching. There's the caret boundary that verifies you're at the very beginning of the text, the $sign boundary that verifies you at the very end of the text, the word boundary that verifies you at the beginning or end of a word, and the non-word boundary that verifies you between two word characters or spaces. Whitespaces are matched either by adding a space in the regex pattern to match a whitespace alone, or using a backslash and lowercase s to match a whitespace and other types of spaces such as tab spaces. That's all I had for you guys. If you enjoyed the video and learned something new, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more just like it. Leave your questions in the comment section below and I'll get to them as soon as I can. If you'd like to support the channel and receive a custom Visual Studio theme, you can do so on patreon.com/height above sea level. There's a Discord server if you prefer chatting over there, link in the description below. And I have a Twitch channel if you enjoy live interactive experiences more over on twitch.tv/avatarvic. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, from me to you, deuces.